have Mr. Errol McKellar in the building with us, and of course Helen Cotonyaz in with me today.
At the end of 2010, when my wife was complaining about me snoring, I said to her in the conversation, I said, make an appointment with the doctor and I'll go. While I went to the doctor and was sitting in the reception, I picked up a leaflet from Prostate Cancer UK and decided to go and make an appointment to come back and do the test. I spoke to the young lady at the reception. I said to her, I'd like to make an appointment to come back and do this test. She looked at me and she said, Mr. McKellar, you don't need to make an appointment. This is a simple blood test and it takes less than 10 minutes. Little did I realise at that time that that 10 minutes was going to change the rest of my life. Almost a week after, by another phone call to go in and do a biopsy. Almost immediately after they did the scan, they called me and my wife to come back in. They sat us both down and they turned to me and said, Mr. McKellar, your prostate is covered in cancer. If we don't remove your prostate, you could be dead in 6 months. I said, look, doctor, let's do this. He said, okay, but you may have to think about the issues that you're going to have to deal with. And I said, doctor, if I have a chance of being alive, then let me take that. We had the operation, I had the prostate removed. There was still 1.5% cancer. I had to have nearly 3 months of radiotherapy. And you know, my wife turned to me in the conversation. She said, look, this prostate cancer only knocked you down. It didn't knock you out. And knowing you will get up and find a way of doing something about this. The first week I went back into work, a guy walked into my garage. You know, I just turned to him and I said to him, when was the last time you had your prostate checked? And he kind of looked at me in a weird sort of way and he said to me, what the bleep 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 has that got to do with the gearbox not working on my car? I said to him, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll give you a 20% discount on the repairs I'm going to do on your car if you get your prostate checked. 2 weeks later, he came back into my garage and he said, I took your advice and I did that test. I've got to be honest, right, when he said that to me, all I was thinking at the time is, crikey, this has just cost me nearly 200 quid. And when he opened the piece of paper, he had 25.5% cancer in his prostate. He said to me, you need to raise the awareness of this issue because I would never have gone and done anything about this had you not have told me. He was the first of 48 guys that walked into my garage that was diagnosed with prostate cancer. In that number, right, 28 of those guys are Afro-Caribbean men. 2 of those guys, right, have lost their life. And you know what, it's interesting that we're here on GreekBeatRadio today because this is a topic that affects the Greek community, right, very, very highly, and it's not being spoken about. 1 in 8 European men will suffer prostate cancer.
And if you have it, like you mentioned, it's hereditary in families,
yeah,
then you're at greater risk. It is really important to talk.
It's massively important. This campaign, as I've said to people, is not about me, it's about we. We are going to change this issue. 27th of May, right, at Leyton Orient Football Stadium at Brisbane Road, Leyton E10, we're having a big match, big cause charity celebrity football team versus a Martin Ling football team of professional footballers that have all represented the different London clubs like your Crystal Palaces, Fulham, Orient, Chelsea, right? For all you Arsenal supporters out there, we're hoping to have Mr. Ian Wright in the building, so I'm going to drop a name to give you a taster. And West Ham, all the players that have represented those London clubs, and the Tottenham supporters, because I know there's 1 or 2 Greek supporters out there that support Tottenham. They're going to be up against my Celebrity 11. You know what? Yeah. The importance of the message that we want to get across, right, is the awareness of prostate cancer and the awareness of what mind means. It's a great cause because it covers a lot of issues in relation to depression.
Errol has also informed me earlier that Diabetes UK, is it?
We're going to have diabetes.
To also be there, again, that's great. The packages that are on offer for £75 per person for a minimum of 2 people, you can have padded seats on the halfway line, 3-course pre-match meal, half a bottle of wine per person or the equivalent, complimentary tea and coffee, waitress service, and a half-page advert in the match programme. That's the bronze package, but there are also silver and gold and platinum, which offer a lot more. If you would like to be a mascot, for £150, you would be a mascot, and it's at Leyton, Orient. You would receive 4 West Stand tickets, a Kick It Out t-shirt, because they're also going to be there on the day.
Yeah.
Kick Out Racism. Your mascot name in the programme, and you get to run out on pitch at kick-off, and you have a line-up photo with the officials. And if you would like more information about that, if you just send us an email via events@GreekBeatRadio.com, we will send you all the relevant information back.
I would just like to say thank you to all the wonderful listeners on GreekBeat Radio. Please encourage one another, right? Share the awareness, spread the awareness, tell the awareness. I need your help, because we are going to change this issue with prostate cancer. Massive support needed on the 27th of May to raise the awareness of prostate cancer. Right, please come and help us to raise the awareness. Thank you.